Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and as per usual, we're going to start this episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Norel Toyota. We support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and that's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
Whatty up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
All right, and we're back. Tanner, could you hear us the whole time?
Oh, 100%.
And that's the best. Okay, big shout out to Norel Toyota, our title sponsor, for their ongoing support. Keith, Fat, and Nimmer, all the boys and girls at Norel, we do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. As you guys know, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So, sir, can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Thank you very much. I'm Rod Heatherinton. I'm the owner and operator of Splash and Dash Valet Vehicle Detailing, Inc. We've been in operation since 2013.
Oh, wow.
And I love your program, by the way. Thank you
so
for
much.
having me, and I'm really excited to get the word out, especially about our event that we have coming.
There we go. Well, listen, I know you meant it when you're like, oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We love when things don't go to plan on this episode. So the show, because very easily he might have been able to hit a button to make it so we weren't on.
Yeah, I definitely could have, but I only do that when I talk.
That's right.
Because I control these buttons.
That's right.
I am the puppet master back
That's
here.
right. So that's awesome. But
Wizard of Oz, man behind the curtain.
That's right. But I do mean it. Like, I say that at the beginning of every episode, but I truly do mean, like, I am grateful for everybody that tunes in. So
I'm appreciative of the fact that I've never seen a program like this in Fort McMurray, and I love the fact that you're, like, the setup is really actually quite studious.
Yeah,
if that's a word.
yeah, it's a real life
very
thing.
professional. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a real thing, and
That's right.
I'm proud to be a part of it. And thank
Yeah,
you
man.
for having us
No
involved.
worries. So let's get started, though, with why you're here today. You have an event coming up. Tell
We
us
do.
all about your event, please.
So Splash and I come from a nightclub background.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, so I ran bars in town and in Calgary for years. So that's kind of my
What bar?
which bars? Cowboys in Fort McMurray forever since '96. Yeah.
Okay.
I was the general manager there.
Okay.
Shout out to all the crew and staff that used to work out there. I used to own the Whiskey Lounge and Disco.
Okay.
Yeah, and we turned it into Diesel Lounge
Diesel
and
Lounge,
Disco.
yeah.
And then the whiskey.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple in Calgary,
Okay.
which failed miserably.
Okay.
So I came back to Fort McMurray to
There you go.
restart my empire, and
Okay.
ended up in detailing. And that, honestly, I wish I would have started detailing 30 years ago because, to be honest, you don't have to drink when you're doing detailing. Whereas
That's right.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but coming from a nightclub part, you know,
Right.
I was
Yeah.
I got into the bottle a little bit.
That's right.
A lot.
Yeah.
So that being said, I have a lot of background in nightclub stuff. So I worked
Okay.
with a bunch of DJs, and one that I'm particularly fond of is Kevin DJ Nitro,
Right.
who's a good friend of ours out of Fort McMurray. Kevin Oliver started when he was, I think, 16 years old DJing back in the Broncos days.
That's right.
I used to call him, he didn't have a name back then.
Yeah.
So I called him DJ Special K, and I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And
That is
he hates
hilarious. I love that name.
it. He hates it, but I still bust his chops about that once in a while.
Yeah.
So him and his partner are coming up to Dusted Meek, and they're called the Boogie Hill Faders. They're signed to a label called Disco Fries,
Right.
and they haven't been in Fort McMurray in years. So we look surprised.
Like you and me are going to talk off camera.
Okay.
Like the fact that what you just said and what I'm trying to accomplish,
You're blowing our minds.
you're
right
blowing
now.
our minds right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
Okay.
am so used to doing that to people.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm really
Yeah.
It's all right. You fit in well here with us.
That's
then.
excellent.
That's
That's
right.
great.
Okay. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, no, not at all. So Kevin and them used to DJ at Cowboys for years, and we started a company together called Club Soda.
Yes, I
And
remember
that was
Club
for,
Soda.
Yeah, that was for teens in Fort McMurray, and we were highly successful with that. So, that being said, moved away, came back, started Splash and Dash, got really popular with Splash and Dash. We're rated number one, voted number one in Fort McMurray. And the great niche about us is that, to give you a little background on what we do there,
Yeah.
is you go to sleep at night, and we show up at 8:30 p.m., pick up your vehicle, perfectly detail it, bring it back to you at around 1 a.m., hide your keys so nobody else can find them. You wake up to a brand new vehicle.
Oh.
You don't even realize your vehicle was gone. So you basically wake up, boom, brand new vehicle. Highest rated in Fort McMurray. And again, that niche of us picking it up at night where you don't even know your vehicle is gone, you will know when you get in the morning.
That's right.
Our tagline is "We make you grin when you get in," and we've been pretty popular at that for
What
9
a
years.
good idea.
Isn't it great? I was super proud of it, and
You should be.
and my team obviously is a huge part of how successful we are. And a shout out to Melissa, who's probably laughing at me right now.
Yeah.
But she's my partner in crime and my wife to be. So
Congratulations.
thank you very much. We're really excited about moving forward and expanding Splash into wherever we can,
Right.
especially in Fort McMurray. So that being said,
Yeah.
a little sidetrack there.
Yeah.
So we've decided. I've always wanted to do. There isn't a real nightclub in Fort McMurray anymore.
No, there's not.
So I mean, there's Banquet, right? And they have a fantastic operation. So we approached them, Ross and Ben up at Banquet, and they agreed to give us their facility to host our Splash and Dash end of summer bash featuring the Boogie Hill Faders and RDO Dave and DJ Hammer as openers.
Right.
So we've got that space reserved for Friday, August 19th. It's going to be huge, obviously. Tickets are on sale right now at eventbrite.ca. $20 per ticket. And show starts at 6. Well, sorry, the doors open at 6.
Right.
Show starts at 8. And it promises to be the biggest summer party of the year. I know it's going to be fantastic. I know we'll sell out, so hopefully everyone can get their tickets a little early. We will have tickets available at the door, but again, it will be limited.
Right.
So yeah, we're really excited to hear all their new stuff. They've had an album release, Boogie Hill Faders. So we're excited to hear all that stuff. They're mixing, and their whole show is just absolutely amazing. I'm really excited to see the openers as well.
Yeah.
But Nitro and Dustin haven't been up here in years, so
Right.
we've invited all of our old school Cowboys crew, the Whiskey crew,
Yeah.
all of their friends, all of our family. So we know it's going to be a huge event. And,
Yeah.
and this will be the one of many. It's called our first annual
Okay.
end of summer.
Okay.
Splash and Dash Bash. So
Right.
we really want to get more events going like this, maybe once a year. But
Yeah.
my goal eventually is to do it at the field and bring up some really, really big acts. That's
Okay.
my goal because I come from that background.
That's right.
With that being said, Splash and Dash doing so well, we figured we wanted to give back to the community, maybe
Yeah.
introduce some new clients to our service, because
Yeah.
you look pretty surprised. You hadn't
Yeah.
heard about it.
I hadn't heard about it. No.
And I'm glad that we're able to get the
Yeah.
word out. The
Yeah.
convenience of it is just...
It's a great concept.
10, isn't it? It's great.
You clean it when I'm sleeping, and then it comes up and
You forget about it when you wake
Yeah.
up and you get in your car and you're like, boom, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
So it's a really great... We offer windshield rock chip repair too, which is a mobile service, so we can go right to you.
Okay.
Fleet services, but our detailing is really our forte, and I'm getting into PPF as well, which is a paint protection film. You know, the clear film that's on your vehicle protects you from rock chips and stuff like that. Splash will be getting into that as well this year.
Okay.
But the mobile windshield rock chip repairs are a really popular service as well. You get a little rock chip, give us a call. We show up at your house 20 minutes later,
Great.
seal you up, you're good to go.
So this is a car that I have, and if you're getting into that
PPF?
PPF,
Long
Oh,
story
shit.
short. Long
Yeah.
story short, here you have said a lot of things today that is gonna make you one of Elliot's new best friends.
That's right.
Excellent. That's excellent.
So
that's an
that's-
MG. What
that-
year is that? 72?
79.
79.
79 MG midget. So
beautiful.
thank you, my man. So it is something that like I have been thinking about for a while of wrapping it.
Oh, 100%.
Now the thing
Really?
about it,
Like,
yeah.
like in a protective or in like a new
or
color?
a different color.
no. I love the color.
Just the thin.
Oh.
The,
Okay.
the clear coat, yeah,
Okay.
ruby red. It's I call
was
her
gonna-
ruby.
I
So
was gonna
you can't paint
say.
her another color.
No, you can't.
No, and it's the original. Like everything
That's
on
beautiful.
the MG. Thank you, man.
You
is
drive it
original.
around in Fort McMurray?
all the time, every day.
Really?
Like
If-
daily drive it if the weather's nice.
I drove it
haven't
around
seen
for
it.
8 hours yesterday.
Really?
Like if the weather's nice, like I get in a lot of I don't want to say a lot of trouble, but there's some classic car guys in town who think I'm a lunatic
What?
because I drive it every single day that it's not
Oh.
raining. So they're like, Elliot, like you're not supposed to be putting those kind of kilometers
No?
on it. You're just like it's supposed to be like you take it out
A collector's piece.
for like the
Oh,
whatever.
I
I'm
get
like,
it.
man, I bought it to
You bought it to
I bought
enjoy
it to
I would
use
want
it.
to show it off.
I don't
So-
understand people who buy like those really expensive cars. Like, why are you buying a $500,000 car, or even like a $75,000, bonus car if you're not gonna get in it and drive it? Like,
That's right.
Or drive it like it's supposed to be driven.
yeah,
right,
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'll
Or it
put
drives
3
me up the wall.
kilometers on it while I bring it to the car show. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they made that, right? Absolutely.
It's
right.
a car.
Yeah.
It's
So-
supposed to move around.
Yeah, I've had it for this is my 4th summer now with it. I love it. It just makes me happy, and I remember.
It's awesome, and it seems like it suits you, to be honest.
That's right, thank you.
It's a compact car, but it's got
Yeah.
so much behind it.
That's right.
Right.
And when I drive it, like when I bought it initially, a bunch of people are like, "Are you going through like a midlife crisis or something?" And I said, "Well, kind of, maybe. I don't know."
Yeah.
But the exact opposite in regards to it's hard, even for myself. I'm fit. I'm not huge. Like to get in and out of that car is a bit of a
difficult.
nightmare.
Is it?
Because it's lower than these chairs.
Yeah.
Like that's low to the ground.
I've been in a few of
Yeah.
them. Actually, I have a smart car that I had lifted. We had to actually get it lifted, and
Right.
we have it deckled, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah.
But even getting into that is
Yeah,
super small.
super
and you
small.
wouldn't, and same with that vehicle, we had to buy it because
Yeah.
I'm sure the fuel is great on your vehicle,
yeah.
and you can afford to drive it 8 hours a day.
That's right.
Where some
That's right.
vehicles in town, you're
can't.
taking out a small loan.
That's
before
right.
before you can take it out in the street.
So I was telling people, like, I don't understand why anybody would wait for their retirement to buy this vehicle, because when you're of that age, you're not getting in and out of this vehicle. It's just not happening.
Right.
Now I can enjoy it, and
Maybe when you're a little older, you can't.
yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Like, my dad, like, and he's still fit. He still does good, but he's 69 years old, and more often than not, when I'm like, hey, let's go for a ride, he's like, yeah, not worth it. Like, I'm not getting in and out of that.
Really,
thing.
it's because
So,
it's painful getting in and out of
that's
that.
right. It's
Yeah.
tough. So, and
I
I
don't think
intend to.
that's age. I think that's height.
Yeah,
Oh,
GP
height
6'1".
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you know.
But
not
even
everybody
age,
is-
you know,
Yeah.
I find myself
Yeah.
going down the stairs a little bit
Slower
slower
than
than
you
I
used
used
to,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, and I find that that's really
Oh,
disheartening.
See, for me, down is never an issue. It's going up that I get slow.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So listen, Tanner has a segment called the Maxi Minute. Now, before we hit this segment, though, we do have a sponsor for this one. So you and I are going to have to be quiet during this one because there is some talking.
Now I know.
Now, like, hey,
And
that's all
knowing
right.
is half the battle.
There you go, G.I. Joe. So, Tanner, let's see that ad, please.
Hi, it's Carrie with Patchouli Rose Herbal Apothecary. I know our summer is coming quickly to an end. And during the summer, we always think of applying our sunscreen, but sunscreen is a product that we should be using every day of the year to protect our skin against harmful UVA and UVB rays, also against premature aging. I have a product called Dandelion Harvest, which is moisturizing, anti-inflammatory, and is great for anti-aging. You can use this every day of the year, and it's very moisturizing. If you want to check this product and any of my other products out, please go to patchoulirose.com.
Okay, and we're back. That ad was all about sunscreen. Definitely support an awesome local entrepreneur and local business. She has many different products. I'm using some of her beard product right now, but sunscreen, very important for your ongoing skin health.
And maybe you can get a nice bronze on like Elliot has.
That's right. Like, look,
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This is
It's actually
yeah.
a white kid.
That's right.
Oh,
That's exactly
no,
it.
100%.
100%.
More than you know.
Yeah. Tanner, hit him with the Max City Minute.
Alrighty, question number
Love
one
it.
for you. What is the craziest story you have from your time running clubs that you can tell us?
Oh, that's for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I ran into and I kept running into him for some reason. What's his name from D12?
Eminem?
No,
Bizarre?
no,
Uh,
I forget his name.
Conniva?
No,
No.
He was playing up here at Cowboys, and I met him in the band room. And then he went to one of my bars in Calgary, and he asked for me by name because he knew me somehow down there. What's his
Right.
name?
Bizarre Proof, Bugs, Conniva, Dion Porter. This is
Not a very good story. Is it?
Anyways.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
fantastic story.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, so we ran into him, and I think he thought I was somebody else because he was showing me videos of this guy at my bar. And
Yeah.
God, I can't remember his name. It's so embarrassing. But anyways, he's saying, "Yeah, you remember this? We were doing this," and he's in Detroit.
Obi Trice.
Oh,
Obi
Trice.
Trice.
That's it. Yep.
Boom!
And,
It's not on the Google part. It's not on Google for
Oh, is
who's
that
in D12.
important? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at any rate, he showed me videos of him in Detroit with Eminem.
Yeah.
And he's like, he said, "That's you. This is when we all went." And he's talking to me like I was there, and I'm like, I just let it go.
Yeah, of
I was
course.
like, "Oh yeah, that is me. Hey, that was a really fun time. Me and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were hanging around with Eminem down
Yeah.
in Detroit."
That's right.
So I don't know if that's crazy, but I just thought it was funny that he would confuse me with somebody else.
That's
and I
right.
think he had seen me before and blah blah blah.
That
Long
is
story
awesome.
Short, yeah.
It's crazy he remembered your name.
It's crazy. It said Rod Heatherinton, and his friend phoned me at my house in Calgary and invited me down to go hang out with them at my bar. So I thought that was pretty. I have a bunch of other stories which would be completely inappropriate.
Yeah.
wait
of
to
course.
hear those off
No,
camera.
right? But that would be about the safest one.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
I like that.
Question number two. What is the craziest place you've ever taken your off-road smart car?
I haven't taken it off road. I really haven't, and I've seen videos of it, and I want to. But I think I love that thing so much. I put so much money into it. Like I think I put more into the lift than I actually paid for the car.
Right.
And we put glow lights underneath it so people don't get because at nighttime we're driving around, searching, looking at people's vehicles, dropping off keys and stuff like that. So we have it glowing now underneath, so people, if they look out their windows, they can see that not only is a smart car out there, but it's obviously Splash and
Oh my
Dash out
gosh,
there.
what a good idea!
Isn't
You're
it?
a fantastic marketer.
You are thank you.
Yeah.
That's
You stole the
That's
words
good
out
to
of my
hear.
mouth.
That's great to hear. I am super proud of it. I'm super proud of our whole team, obviously, but
Yeah,
that is so. It is such. Normally, when you go for a detail, you have to drop it off. You have to get a ride home. You wait for it. A lot of times, you have a lot of complaints. You know,
Yeah.
they miss something. We used to get a lot of complaints when we first started. We used to be a mobile service, so I loaded up the back of my very first truck that I owned with a water tank, a pressure washer, vacuums,
right,
inverters, and we would go house to house doing details
Yeah.
outside people's houses
right.
in the weather.
That's right.
Rain, dust all over the place, but we built up a great reputation doing that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we finally got an opportunity to get our own shop at Petro-Canada, we work out of Petro-Canada,
Yeah,
that really changed things as far as our quality went.
yeah.
So even if we do miss something, we obviously invite people, like we go right back to their place and fix up something. It happens sometimes, but it's pretty rare.
That's right.
But our misses are here and there, but very
Great.
few and in between. But that being said, we pride ourselves on that perfection.
Yeah.
Getting a vehicle perfect is pretty hard, especially when you're delivering it in the weather.
Mm-hmm.
We've done pretty good. We hope that everyone that hasn't heard of us will check us out online.
Yeah,
on
great
our
innovative
webpage.
idea.
Yeah,
I
I'm really
love
proud of it.
innovation. I love and that's. Anyways, Tanner has his questions. Great.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're becoming one of my favorite guests.
Oh, great. I
Yeah.
haven't taken it out 4x4ing. I probably won't.
Question number 4. Or question number 3. What is your favorite vehicle you've experienced from your time detailing?
Ooh, excellent question. I'm actually going to do it tonight, and I'm sure that Richard won't mind me talking about it. It's the brand new Corvette.
Oh, the new C8 mid-engine?
You bet. So
Oh.
I'm really excited to get in that one and drive it very carefully and follow the speed limit to our shop. Of course, obviously, when it's wet out, you want to be really careful, but that will be one of my highlights, is definitely being able to treat that thing like
A baby.
I got to interject. Richard, did he just take this Corvette like across the country? There's a guy who has one of these new Corvettes. The one, it's red and it has
this
the
one's
roof.
black.
Okay, no, different guy then. Okay, because I was
He went right across the country, did he, in his new Corvette?
everywhere. Like he took it all the way like through the states, made it all the way to Cape Breton. I've told he went to Newfoundland. He went on a tour with like a brand new like $120,000.
You know what, you have
Corvette.
to. I think you
Yeah.
could do that. And instead of it being 7 days from here to Newfoundland, I bet you cut it in half
Yeah.
in that
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
I bet you if you stuck both your arms out the window, you'd probably end up
You
flying.
flying
to
a little bit.
Newfoundland,
That's exactly it.
Mac City Bingo, Elliot interrupts me.
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What is the best artist you remember bringing into one of your clubs to play a show?
I loved Wide Mouth Mason. I've always loved them. Canadian group. I almost had Tragically Hip, and of course I absolutely love them. Rest in peace, Mr. Downey. But Wide Mouth Mason was, because I knew every one of their songs, and when they finally got booked here with Cowboys, I got to meet them, hang out with them afterwards, and ask them all about their songs. They weren't very forthcoming with info, but
Right.
we got, after a couple bottles of wine, they started loosening up a bit, and then I got to book them again at a bar in Calgary. So I'd say they were my favorite. I just love their lyrics. I love, it's only 3 of them, and they're just absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you've heard of them,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
but yeah, they were my favorite by far.
And your final question. What is one food you remember from your childhood that you loved to eat?
Great question. That I love to eat. I'm gonna say peanut butter.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here's the weird part.
Great
is-
answer.
But I
Great
was
answer.
I had a blood test for allergies, and I think I was 38, which was a couple of years ago, and found out I'm allergic to peanuts.
No way.
Yeah, so I've been enjoying peanut butter I'm 50 actually, but I've been enjoying peanut butter for 45 years, and then found out that I'm allergic to it.
Did that slow down your intake of peanut
Yeah,
butter?
it did, mentally, because now
Oh,
I think
yeah.
every time I have something, am my tongue swelling up, or is my heartbeat racing?
Has it stopped
Right.
it?
Right.
Yeah, it has. Sometimes I'll eat a
brutal.
peanut by mistake, in a granola
Yeah,
bar.
that's
Yeah.
right.
And
That's
I'd be
right.
like, oh
So
shit.
you
do I
don't
go to
like
the
mess with
hospital?
like Reese's Pieces anymore? Nah, that's
I wish.
Because
I
peanut
wish.
butter is the shit.
I think it's one of the highest or the lowest rated foods on the planet. And
I
when
agree.
when I couldn't have it in my diet, you can understand that it was
Disappointing.
devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating. Because every time I go in my wife and her daughter our daughter can have peanut butter and jam sandwiches. And I'm like, shit, I'd kill for one of those.
Fun fact: if you those have been your 5 questions, but if you eat peanuts, like if your allergy is mild and you continue to eat peanuts and peanut butter, you will build a tolerance and your allergy will go away.
I'm gonna take that under note, and I'm gonna go see my doctor right after this and say, this is what Tanner told me, and he figures he's a doc.
No, I'm
So,
serious. Well,
I know
there's been studies done that if you're mild enough, because you'll build a self immunity to it and your
That
body
makes
will
sense.
fight it. Yeah.
So I wonder if I should actually get tested again.
Yeah, well,
Right?
get tested again
Peanut
and then
butter
talk
is
to your
definitely
doctor.
worth it.
And talk to your
Yeah.
doctor, because I know with small kids like who are like deathly allergic of cats, dogs, peanuts, things like that, they'll actually go into a doctor's office and they'll take just like the most minute like dog hair or a piece of peanut and put it on their skin, so that like their body can it'll have an allergic reaction, but the body can build the immunity to it.
Really?
So that down the line they can either become non-allergic or at least die down their allergy to be non-life threatening.
You're not gonna die. I also heard that if you take a pill of poop, did you hear about that? That they use feces from something, either you or somebody else that has a higher tolerance. You
Okay.
take these pills and it builds up your tolerance.
Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst thing I put in my body.
No,
so
I hear
I'm
you.
down
I
to
hear
try
you.
it.
Sometimes you gotta eat shit.
Yeah, literally.
Sometimes you gotta eat shit.
Yeah.
You know what? It'd be worth it to enjoy
Yeah.
some peanut butter.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
probably take a pill of poop.
Well,
Yeah.
and if it's in a pill, you're not really going to taste anything,
Touche,
right?
that's
It's
right.
in a pill. You just take it.
Hey,
That's
people
right.
would pay a lot of money for that coffee that's like
Oh,
That's
that
true.
Arabica or whatever.
Yeah,
where
I've
the,
heard about
it.
Where the cat in the bush shits it out, and then they
Yeah.
gotta like dig for the bean, and then they cook it, and they're like, "It's the best."
Yeah.
Like,
No, I've heard that.
yeah, I'm gonna
Not
pass
for
on that
me.
one.
You know
Yeah.
you're bored when.
That's right.
Yeah, honestly, like who took the time to like was like digging through and was like, I think this is feces, but there's some beans in here.
Yeah,
and I
there's
bet that
gotta
make,
be.
make some great
You know what would be
joe.
good?
Right. Yeah.
This on peanut butter, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Tanner tapped his watch a little bit ago for me, so I
Oh.
know we're out of our 20-minute
All
time.
right.
But before we cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Where do I start? So those of you that haven't heard of us, I assume that's me,
That's you. Yep.
that haven't heard of us, please check us out on Facebook. We're Splash and Dash Valet Vehicle Detailing Inc., and we also do windshield rock chip repair where we come to you. So keep in mind, we show up at your house at 8:30 p.m. We detail your vehicle. We take it to our shop. We detail your vehicle perfectly. We bring it back to you at around 1 a.m. so you wake up to a perfectly brand new vehicle. We know you're going to enjoy it. We enjoy it, and we look forward to hearing from all of you that would be new clients, and look forward to impressing you, because our job is to make you grin when you get in.
So good. And then you got to shout out to your event. The event that you have.
Oh, the event, yes. Keep in mind, Friday, August 19th at the Banquet Rooftop Patio. It's going to be a rooftop DJ party featuring the Boogie Hill Faders out of Calgary and RDO Dave and DJ Hammer as openers. Going to be a huge dance show. Tickets are limited. Please get them in advance at eventbrite.ca, or you can get them at the door. We look forward to seeing new clients and old clients, all of our whiskey staff, all of our cowboy staff, and hopefully some people that enjoy some great music will come out and have some drinks. And we're excited to meet everybody.
There you go. Awesome. Well, my man, thank you very much for coming on the show. I do
Thank you.
appreciate it. And I hope to see you again and again and again on the show. So
100%.
please, anytime you feel like coming back, that seat is open for you.
Thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. Tanner, you've been awesome as well. Thank you for the insight into the
Peanuts.
bean and the peanuts.
There you go.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, for McMurray Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. Big shout out to Noral Toyota, our title sponsor. Appreciate it. And Patchouli Rose. Go out and support an awesome local business. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I'm so crooked now that this show's over. I need another one.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.